Hi there, welcome back to this next video as we continue talking about the attributes of God as described by St. Thomas Aquinas in the Summa Theologia. And this one, kind of a provocative title about what a bird can teach us about the infinity of God. And first of all, these next few attributes that we talk about with God, infinity and immutability and eternity, are really hard to understand and explain because we don't really share in this. We're not eternal in that sense that God is. We're not infinite. We're not immutable. And so it's kind of outside our realm of understanding. And so what I'm trying to do is use something as simple as a bird to explain the infinity of God, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll say, oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense. And if you have a little bit more clarity about what it means at the end of this video, then you're better off than when you started. So question 7 of the first part of the Summa is about God being infinite. And again, you think of infinite as kind of like going on forever, not being confined to space like we are. And that's pretty much what it is. But it's beyond our understanding of what exactly this means when it comes to God. It's good to understand Plato and Aristotle's different ideas and views of matter and form. For the sake of this video, let's just say that they both agree that any physical thing has both matter and form, the matter being the physical part of it that you can see and sense and touch and taste. The form is kind of what it is. They just disagreed as to whether this was a composite, it was together, or in Plato's case, it was separate, where the idea or the form of something was separate from the matter. But as long as you understand that those two exist, that's enough for the sake of this video, because I try to make these short enough to keep your attention, right? Okay, so Thomas here says matter is in a way made finite by form and form by matter. Okay, so the matter and the form both are limiting each other in a sense, right? Matter indeed is made finite by form, inasmuch as matter before it receives its form is in potentiality to many forms, but on receiving a form, it is terminated by that one. Again, form is made finite by matter, inasmuch as form, considered in itself, is common to many, but when received in matter, the form is determined to this one particular thing. Okay, let me illustrate this. You've got this lump of clay, and let's just say this is the matter. Okay, clay is certainly matter, and it could be made into a lot of different things. You could make clay into a bowl or a cup or a snake or a giraffe, right? But in this case, this person is making this into a vase. And so the form, in a sense, it became a vase. But the matter was constricted because now it's not a snake or a bowl or a cup, it's a vase. So it got constricted. But also the form is now this one particular vase. Okay, and so if that makes sense, we'll move on. And okay, so we already read this part. When form is received into matter, the form is determined to this one particular thing. All right, so you're asking yourself, well, what about the bird? When are you going to bring in the bird? All right, here's the bird. This is a yellow bird, and this is one particular bird that has a form of birdness, because the form or the idea of something is what it is. Okay, it's a bird, but it also shares birdness with a lot of other birds, right? It's not the only bird in the world, right? But the form of birdness in this bird is this particular bird. So it was limited and constrained a bit, and this matter was now particular to this particular bird, right? If that makes sense. I know it's complicated, but that's what Thomas is getting at here, is that anytime something has a physical aspect to it, it's limited in that space and time, and it's this bird at this time and this form attached to this matter to make this particular bird. Thomas calls it a suppositum, right? And so then he goes on to say, now matter is perfected by the form by which it is made finite. On the other hand, form is not made perfect by matter, but rather is contracted by matter, and hence the infinite, regarded on the part of the form not determined by matter, has the nature of something perfect. Now being is the most formal of all things, Since, therefore, the divine being is not a being received into anything, but he is his own subsistent being, it is clear that God himself is infinite and perfect. Okay? Does that make sense? So God is not constrained to particular matter or being in this space or that space. Even an angel, Thomas is going to teach, is in a place, in a particular place. They're not infinite. They're not just all over the place. But God is. God is everywhere. He's not limited by being in, I'm only in this place right now. This pen is only in this particular place right now. You watching at home on your computer are in that particular place. God doesn't have that limitation. That's how a bird can teach us about the infinity of God. I hope this made sense. Comment, like, subscribe, share, and let's continue to learn more about St. Thomas Aquinas and the Summa Theologia in this year 2021. So again, thank you for watching. God bless you.